watching Let's Chat.
Over the years, one of the things that has become a springtime tradition, JFest. Past couple of years, COVID has kind of knocked JFest out of the park, but now it is back in person, bigger and better than ever. Speaking of being back and in person, here's Ted Gokey. Ted Gokey, good to see you. Ted is the festival director for J103, as well as your program director, wears a lot of hats. Caitlin Redden is their promotions director. Caitlin, good to see you here as well.
Thank you. You too.
Did you get strange looks when you were driving down here with Ted?
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get.
Nope, you never do. Anyway, all kidding aside, good morning to you both. You're glad to have JFest back.
Oh my goodness, Chip, we sure are. We actually moved JFest, the date, 3 different times before we ultimately said, you know what, let's just get ahead of this and let it go from there. And we ended up scheduling it for May 21st of this year. And we were blessed that almost every single artist that we had originally booked was able to keep moving the date with us too. And so our lineup is almost exactly the way we had scheduled.
And the lineup, chock full of heavy hitters.
Oh, man.
Caitlin, tell us the importance that JFest is, not just to the radio station, but to the community as a whole.
Yeah, so JFest is, you get to spend your whole day out getting to worship, fellowship with one another. And, especially coming out of COVID, we're excited about this. Our community needs this, and they are excited to be back in our community, be back together, and just get to spend their day fellowshipping with one another.
Yeah, and hopefully the weather will cooperate.
Yeah.
I know everyone's excited that JFest is back, and here is some video from previous year's JFest. I want to ask you this. You have got some incredibly talented artists who are going to be performing on the JFest stage. Maybe tell us, Ted, which one you are most excited about. And it can't be Danny Gokey, even though there's no relation.
No,
it's pronounced the same, but there's no relation. Which one are you maybe most excited about?
Yeah, Zach Williams is probably, Zach and Danny they're our co-headliners, and they're probably the 2 most known. Zach just recorded the duet with Dolly Parton, There Was Jesus, some time ago.
Right.
And just those are great. But the artist that I'm probably most excited that most people haven't seen is Cain. And when we booked them 19 months ago, their first song was just coming out.
Right.
And I knew we were going to play it, we were going to add it to the radio station, but we hadn't yet. So I kind of had to talk these guys into it. And now they've had 3 #1 songs in that 19-month period. So,
wow.
So Cain, it's a brother and 2 sisters from down Alabama. He was an Alabama cheerleader, one of the guys that does all the stunning and things. And so they are incredible.
All right, Caitlin, back to you. How do we get into JFest itself? Tell us, we'll get to the particulars about where and when and all that.
Yeah.
But what is the method of admission into JFest?
So all you need for JFest is a wristband. So you can go online, you can get your wristband. We have adult wristbands as well as children's wristbands, and that will get you into JFest all day long, and you can come and go as you please.
All right, in addition to the music, what else is going to be available at JFest?
So we are super excited. There will be a special area called Kids World for Children that's full of inflatables and fun for them. We'll also have tons and tons of food vendors that you can come. You can get that good old funnel cake, that snow cone or ice cream, maybe some barbecue or some mows. There will be lots of food there, along with exhibitors as well that are there that just want to talk to you about their businesses and what they do in the community as well.
And Ted, since you're the one who kind of tries to herd the cats, so to speak, on putting a thing together like this, it's a lot of work. It's not something you decide to do 2 months before the day, and then you start making calls. You work on this pretty much year-round.
We do, and that's why when it came to moving it, you say, okay, just move the date. Well, there is a whole list of checklist things you have to do in order to move a festival of that size. Artists and vendors and all that. Caitlin was mentioning the vendors. The reason that we have more vendors than ever before, if you can imagine, we were just quiet. This city was. You weren't able to do anything for the longest amount of time. So the vendors are hungry. The artists are hungry. It's an incredible, awesome opportunity to finally be able to get back and enjoy outdoors there at the Tennessee River Park and coming together.
And not just from the financial point of view, but these artists feed, not literally, but they feed metaphorically off the audience. That's how these people, these artists get a lot of the ideas for their newer songs that they're planning. Sure. That is how they get their kicks, if you will, for lack of a better word.
Well, during the pandemic, most of them were doing viral, or not viral, but online concerts,
Right.
and trying to do anything that they could to be able to keep sharing their art and to keep sharing their gifts and their message that they had. And so, yeah, you're right. Live touring and concerts, they look forward to that so much.
And it's just not the same doing it online.
No,
and
it's
if
not.
you've been at one of these online meetings over the past couple of years, you know what I'm talking about. Again, Zach Williams, Danny, pronounce this last.
I believe it's
name?
Gokey.
Gokey, I believe it is too. Cain, Unspoken, The Afters, and a whole bunch of others. Colton, Dixon, I've heard a lot about him. Aaron Cole, wow, this is going to be huge. Get your wristbands now. Are they available right now?
They are available. The adults are $25 right now. Children are $10, and you can purchase those at jfest.com.
Easy, jfest.com. The letter J, FEST.com. Caitlin, good to see you. Ted, good to see you as always. We hope you'll stick around. We have much more straight ahead on Let's Chat.